You have power from your business, you want more power. So you begin to think, how can I make more money? How can I get more of this? How can I get more of that? Where's the chance for God to get in? There isn't any. So that's the evil. That's the evil of business. Business is all right. It is good to work hard and get ahead. That isn't the evil of business. It's the attachment to money, which is the product of business. It is good to work hard and get ahead. Why? Because no progress is made except by effort. The master used to say, I like the businessmen because they're busy doing something. So remember, don't help a person too much. Don't make it too easy for them. But make them work and struggle. Then they will progress. And so it is good. It's good to have business principles. It's good to have the right business principles to succeed, and it's good to work hard in business. How can you expect to know God, who is the author of everything? Science, the greatest science of all science is to know God. How can you expect to know God if you haven't got enough gumption to have a good business? It's impossible to. So remember, it's good. It's good to work hard in business and to make money. Smart businessmen can make lots of money. They can do lots of good. But it has to be distributed in the right way. Not only, and this is a law which is exact and cannot be compromised, it has to be distributed not only to the businessman himself and his family, but to others. Others must be considered, because that's the law. The first commandment is what? To find God, to be one with Him, to be one with His great love and power, and then to give it to others. So this applies to business and must be done. Business must be conducted by the right methods to make money, and then, when you've made the money, it must be distributed in the right way. The master used to tell the story about one of his Indian friends who was quite well off, and the master said to him, he said, now, so-and-so, why don't you leave that money to an organization where it'll do good for people? Well, the gentleman said, yes, I'll get around to it. The master said, I have left everything I have to the fellowship where it'll do lots of good. Why don't you? Yes, I will get around to it. Well, in the meantime, he passed away. And who gets the money? An old good son. What did he do? Squandered it. So that money which could help people is now of no use to them. Now, to do that, to leave money in a place where it'll be squandered is a sin, without question of a doubt. But to leave it where it'll help people is good. So it's all right to make money. It's good to make money. But it's also right to leave the money in the right way where it will help people. That's the law. That's the law. So, going on now just a bit, I'd like to point out this point to you. We must not forget that business is made for us, not we for the business. That's the important thing. Business should be made for us, because if it is not so, then all our time is spent in business. Where is there any time for God? There is no time for Him. That's the greatest sin. Because we cannot even engage in business without God. It is God who activates us. It is God who gives us the foresight to conduct a business properly. Therefore, we are duty bound to give Him some of our time. Now, if we preserve a little of our time each day, say an hour a day, to be with God, and to attain that contact, then you won't have to worry about your business. The business will not run you, you will run the business. And in passing, it is well to remember this, that there is no management that can have such efficiency as comes with divine contact. If you take God with you, there's no management of your business that is so good and so exact and so efficient as that which comes when you know God is with you. And there's no vision. There's no vision that will equal the vision that comes to you in conducting your business when you have companionship with God. That's the greatest. So that's why business should not run us. We should run the business. Now, one thing businessmen forget is this, that although business gives freedom, there's no question about that. If you have money, it's easy to do certain things. There's a certain freedom that comes, there's no question about it, with money. But the point is that there are other freedoms that are necessary beyond just the freedom which comes from money to save our souls, and that is the freedom to overcome bad habits which keep us from realizing God, and above all, freedom from death, which is the greatest thing. Now, business success will not give you that freedom. It'll give you a certain amount of freedom in this worldly existence, but how about other freedoms to free your consciousness from attachment to the soul, that you may merge and mix in the one eternal consciousness of God? That freedom doesn't come from business.